All right, so let's head out to there's a car behind me.
Pharmacy.
So, in terms of the travels,
Yeah.
you said you became a travel
Yeah.
pastor, traveling pastor.
Yeah, it's ended up not by design.
Okay.
Well, not my design.
Okay.
So while I was still doing church, at one point I visited my family out there,
Okay.
and so
Your family abroad.
I have family abroad.
Okay.
And so what happened is, while I'm there, of course, they know you're a pastor, and so different ideas come in,
Okay.
and then they say, okay, can you come back? And yeah, so one thing leads to another, and before you know it, it's no longer family visit. It's now, can you come for this mission? Can you come and speak in this meeting, this conference? And the frequency just started, increasing. And so at first it was maybe once a year.
Okay.
So now I'm at we're 2 or 3 times a year, and so there's actually a huge demand on the other side.
Okay.
So I'm actually open. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It seems like it's getting busier than I imagined.
We're filming this on which day? We're filming
This
it on
is
on
this is the
third
3rd of August.
3rd of August.
Yeah.
You're flying out on
the
the
5th of August.
and
Yeah.
you'll be back
I'll be back. God willing, end of November.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's to the
So,
US.
Yeah, that's to the US.
So that's more than 3 months.
Yeah, that's about 3 months.
Actually, it's almost 4 months.
Yeah, the whole of August, September, October. Yeah, actually 4 months, because I'm supposed to travel again in November.
Wow.
For something. So instead of coming back and going again, I just discussed it with my wife, and we said, "No, what? Let me just go once," so that it's again. It's also tiring thinking about staying on air. There's one of the flights I do that is about 16 hours.
Okay. Direct?
No, it's not direct. Usually from Doha to Dallas, that takes about 16 hours. So it's tiring. I actually feel it.
Yes.
So instead of all that, we thought, let me just do one trip.
Yeah.
And be constructive on the other side, and then
we can enter there.
Yeah, we can go through that. Yeah. So that's
This guy is also coming in great speed there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? I hope that cop is not coming for me. There's a police behind there.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So yeah, these long flights, I know.
Yeah.
I think the longest I've been.
Yeah.
Is maybe 8 or almost 8, 11. But yeah, I've had like the whole trip maybe 23 hours.
Yeah. So that on the whole trip is 24 hours, but one particular flight is 16.
Yes.
Or just under 16. So it's really tiring. Yeah. But
when was the first time you traveled out of the country?
I think that was 2005 or 2004.
When you traveled out?
That was first time in Europe. Of course, I've been to our neighboring countries.
Okay. By that time, you had already...
By that time, I'd traveled to Uganda, Tanzania, I think about 2002, 2003.
Okay.
So 2005, first time out of Africa.
Okay.
To Sweden, again to visit family.
Okay.
So that, it was a good experience, opened my eyes. I realized, I love traveling.
Yes.
I want to do this again. I did it again.
Yeah.
So
For me,
always-
I've
yeah.
loved short visits, not
Okay.
mostly, as in, I don't, yeah, there's a time I've been out like for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest I've been out.
Yeah.
But I
okay.
mean, I go back and forth.
Yeah.
So how many countries have you visited so far?
So 1, 2. So in terms of ministry, or
No, just travel
generally,
outside
so
of
1,
Kenya.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 5 countries. Of course, the Uganda in itself, Tanzania,
Okay.
Nigeria, Sweden, and the US.
And you'll be going to Switzerland
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I'm actually going to Switzerland next year.
next year.
Yes.
But
yeah.
you've been traveling a lot, but so far it's only 5 countries.
Yeah, so far only 5.
But you've been out longer.
Yeah, I've
done
been
like
out long. Yes.
you've been in
yes.
some of those countries much longer, almost becoming
Yes.
like.
Yes, I'm so accustomed. So when I go to the US, I'm so accustomed to it. I don't have to. I'm not oriented on anything.
Okay.
I drive myself. I'm used
go-
to it now.
You go,
I go
rent a car.
usually I get a car from one of my siblings,
Okay.
and I just do my thing. Go wherever I need to go. I don't bother them. Do my thing. Come back in the evening. I'm okay. If I got there today and if I had to, I'll just maybe hire a car, go wherever I need to go.
Yes.
I'm used to it. It's just try to change your mindset a little. They drive on the
Other side,
right side of the
side,
road,
yeah.
so I have to shift my
Yeah.
mind on that.
I've only driven out.
Mhm.
I've only driven once.
Okay.
And this was not like it was actually we were in Maranello in Italy, and then we were testing a Ferrari,
Wow.
and I
Yeah.
saw how. So imagine we were test driving this very expensive car,
Yeah.
so we could not like take the car. I was with someone who's driven outside, but even him I noticed,
Yeah.
because we normally drive on the left side.
Yeah.
You can get to the roundabout and make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
As in, you got there, like
Yeah.
or I remember you were trying to join the road,
Yeah.
and your mind is still thinking.
You need to keep left.
So which side am I looking? You see, like when I want to join the road
Yeah.
and it's on the left,
Yeah.
like if I'm on that side, I'm trying to join the road.
Yes.
I'll be looking for the cars coming from this side, but that's
Yes.
where that's the car coming towards me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're not careful,
you're not
you
careful,
can actually
yeah.
get hit.
Of course, the first time I drove, I'll say almost made a mistake because I was thinking to myself, I'm actually on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
So I'm being pulled to the other side. But after some time, a few minutes, maybe to an hour, I got used to it. Yeah. And then, of course, it's a little easier where people are following the rules.
Yes.
It makes it much easier for you. I don't have to fight with anybody like here.
Fortunately, I've been to all those countries.
Oh, wow.
Sweden, I was there for a night.
Okay.
Sweden
On
was there for
transit?
no. Actually, yeah. Well, it's more or less on transit,
Yeah.
but it wasn't actually. Well, it was. I was in the Schengen states. I was
Yes.
coming in from Portugal,
Uh-huh.
and I was heading to Iceland.
Yeah.
So I decided to stop over
Mm-hmm.
in Sweden.
Yeah.
It is actually the place I had the smallest room I've ever been to when traveling.
Oh, wow.
It was a room almost felt like a prison.
Like a capsule.
Like I wish it was a capsule. It's much more interesting.
Okay.
This was a small room with just a place to like wash your face and stuff, and then the bathroom and the toilet were outside.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's small. Yeah.
And it was expensive, but it was closer. I don't know why I took it, but at least it was very close to a train.
Yeah.
And what I did was, Sweden has very interesting subway trains.
Yes, very interesting.
nice
Yeah, I
artworks.
actually like them. Yes. Very efficient, very practical.
Yes, but
Yeah.
then also the arts, the artworks that are done there. We'll get through
we'll get through.
yeah. So the artworks that is there, very interesting. So that's what I went and took photos of.
Wow. Yeah.
Took photos of those things, and then.
Uh-huh.
But it's such a sad. It's one of the shortest videos I have in my channel.
Okay. Okay.
Surround Sweden.
Oh yeah.
Just photos.
You need to go back and take some more.
Yeah, if I get a chance to go to Sweden, I'd like to explore it a bit more.
Yeah.
But at least I took with what, for me, my travels have, most of them have been very short.
Okay.
Very short travels.
But you widely traveled either way.
Yeah, I've traveled to 27 countries so far.
Wow.
But some of them is like Sweden.
Okay.
Got in.
Yeah, and got out.
Maybe 2 days,
Yeah.
whatever. So now, like you've done longer stays.
Yes, more intense
stays.
Yeah.
I've been to the US as well, but that was very short, maybe 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, but now you've like, and that was like one of the longest stays in one country.
Okay.
You can see. You see, I don't do those long, and it's something that also happened to me when the first time I traveled.
Okay. It was a short visit.
Very short visit.
Okay. Yeah.
I decided, okay, these short visits are good. You go more or less sample a country,
and you're out.
In and out.
Yeah.
But I would love to also do longer stays.
Yeah, to experience more of that country, their culture. Yeah, it has a good side to it. You appreciate them. You see areas and ways in which you can improve back home.
Yes.
And also what you can take to them. Actually, sometimes there's a lot more we can offer them as solutions.
Yeah.
When you stay there longer, you realize that you have a lot to offer as well.
So in terms of visa processing,
Yes.
your experience there, did it you said it also motivated you because you're speaking to people, you're seeing people who are going out.
Yeah.
By that time, you had already gone out, so it wasn't like...
it was actually during that time while I was working there that I got the first opportunity to travel out.
Okay.
In a country that requires a visa, Uganda, Tanzania, you don't need a visa. Of course, that also helped me understand a bit of the dynamics of what they are looking for in terms of visas and how to go about it.
Yes.
How do you apply? The whole process. By the time you are lodging in your application, it's just as good as 80% decided.
Yes.
While you're doing the application, just imagine that this is deciding everything. So you have to be careful. Some people would bring in applications, they have rushed into it. You have to do a lot of corrections for them.
Yes.
So if you don't do that, then it disadvantages them. So that helped me even now with the subsequent travels to know what to do.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? What are they going to look for? What are some things they're keen on? Yeah, so that helped a lot.
What items could cause someone to have his visas rejected?
Of course, it depends with it varies from country to country.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? Someone says, I'm going for visit, but they're not showing anybody they're going to visit. You don't know anybody.
Okay.
You say you're going for work, but you have no work here.
Yes.
So there must be that consistency.
Yes.
In terms of what you're saying you're going to do and what you're doing here. Just basically meet the requirements that they have set out. It's not rocket science. They want 1, 2, 3. Just provide. Don't lie, because the moment you put something, you falsify the information.
Yeah.
There's a highly likelihood that they'll catch you.
They do background checks.
Yeah, they'll do background checks, or even you yourself. You write something here, then come to the 3rd page of the form, you'll forget that you wrote something. Or when you go for we go straight. When you go for a physical interview, you'll forget that you wrote this.
Yes.
So, just be truthful.
I've ever had one of my applications rejected, which was a very weird. It was my second time I was to go to Greece.
Yeah.
I'd already gone to France.
Yeah.
And come back. And we were sponsoring even our company was sponsoring some guys for this trip, and I was to go more or less escorting them as well.
Yeah.
And now it was a very weird thing that this Greece embassy actually decided to reject my visa application, and they supported the guy who we were supposed to be taking and hosting. they got calls, they got what, and it seemed to be just a weird malice thing.
Yeah, sometimes it feels malicious because you're looking and thinking, I've met all requirements.
Yes. As far as we're concerned, there was no reason for them to reject that particular application.
Forgot to mention that I've been to Canada twice as well.
Okay. Oh, so that's 6 countries now.
Yeah, so, and it was much easier to go there, I think, because I had the US visa.
Yes.
They didn't bother asking me anything. It was just, oh, okay, you want to go visit so and so, that's fine. They didn't check anything.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes that's also an added advantage if you've been to certain countries that maybe they consider themselves partners. It's a little easier.
Now I also have a 5-year visa.
Yeah.
For US, and when I applied, actually, because I'd done these other trips, I think that became easy. I saw people. US visa is tricky because you go line up, you pay 16,000 first, and then now you have to wait.
Right now waiting time is so long.
Yes. No, actually, for me it was fast tracked. It was very good.
Okay.
But when you're there online, you see someone getting pink, green, pink, green, pink, as in the number of rejections. And you can actually see there. I think that's the only place I see it's normally very interesting. You get to see people apply, and then they enter through there.
They go straight.
So
you see people sad and
you see someone, then you hear them. When you're there in line, you can hear what that guy is going to do in the US, and then the guy is like, okay, I'm sorry. You're like, hey. For me, I was initially, I didn't think it was. I didn't really worry too much. I thought it was going to be straightforward. I was going to get it. But until
you attempted.
No, and it went through. I mean, I didn't have issues. My process was fast tracked. I was going there for a film festival. I'd traveled before, stuff like that.
Like I told you, by the time you're lodging in the application, be it online or in the form, it's almost decided. It's almost decided. So we're going to stop somewhere here. It's the pharmacy.
I thought it was in there. It's important what you're talking about, the visa. I mean, the first step is get a passport.
Of course. Get a passport. And
that's what I said in my video initially. Get a passport. That's where you start. I missed to go to Israel, and I tried to go to Israel so many times, and I had 2 visas. But the fact that when I was told by my mom, I think maybe it's just God showing me something. My mom told me, go get this passport when I was still in campus. I didn't see why. I was like, why should I get? Why am I going to go? So you don't even see like you'll ever travel.
You never think you'll travel.
And then you get a chance, and you're like, oh man, I wish. So that was tricky.
And that's like what we're talking about. Part of the preparation process. You never know what's going to come up. You can even
go into that
forward.
And then I'll reverse out. Okay, so we're here at the pharmacy. Let's see how it all looks like.